And welcome back to my channel Firewall again. Today one of my friend asked me to test one interesting thing uh, from my lab. He told me he is unable to find the user who configured the SAM rule. uh, Maybe in their organization they have set up some SAM rules, and someone set up that SAM rule, but and maybe something happens, I don't know. But they were like, okay, now they want to see that who set up that SAM rule. They wanted to check that. So even I have suggested a couple of uh, areas to look details, but he was like, I already checked those details, and he's not able to find that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try to use the SAM rule, and I will see if I am the user. I'm trying to create a SAM rule. User details like my details is logging somewhere. So that is what I'm going to test. So basically what I'm going to do, I'll try to create a SAM rule. If you don't know the SAM rule from where we create, you have to go to the smart view monitor blade, and from there you have to deliver that. So for that, come to logs and monitor, and if you go to say new tab, you will see at the bottom there's a tunnel and user monitoring. Let's log into the smart view monitor. I think I have already created one SAM rule there. Maybe that is still uh, over there present, but let's see if we can have that. Okay, so I believe that SAM rule is not there. So what we're going to do, we will create a one SAM rule. Before that, let's go back to the security policy and do one thing for the testing. Just add one of the IP address which you wanted to allow for the communication to your internal server to test this SAM rule. So what I'm going to do, I'll just create one rule below to this section, and I will, okay, the section title added. So just I wanted to give SAM rule, and in this section let's add one rule. Let me give say SAM rule test. So basically what I have added, uh, uh, one IP address of one of my attacker machine. The source is that, and destination is wide open, and here I'm just saying accept all, log this activity, and just publish and install the policy. So while the policy is getting installed, let's go ahead to my VM and generate the attack. So this is the attacker machine, and let me stop this attack and generate the new one. So let's do attack. I'm just putting the details here. It's asking me configure the network, so let's select the option 0, put the attacker IP address 192.168.1.254. enter the attacker default gateway, that is fine. Enter the target IP address, which is 192.168.1.101, which is my firewall, and rest of the setting is good. So let's select the option 2 for the attacks and run all attacks at the same time with the 0 option and run with random period. I don't think the policy got installed. Let me install again. So once the policy is installed, now I can see the policy installation fail. I know the reason. So let me just disable this access rule here and reinstall the policy. So once the policy get installed, you can see here attacks will be run. Let's wait for that. Let's wait, or let's see if the policy is still installing. Okay, it's finalizing. Okay, now it's succeeded. I think the attacks should start now, but I don't see that is what happening. So let's see, we have the rule to allow the communication. So this is what the IP address, source, destination, and it's getting accepted. So what we will do, we will just okay, if you see, the attack is started. So now let's go to the logging for now and just check the logs for the IP address. Okay, this is the syntax for the logs, and source is your attacker IP address, destination is this, and as we can see, there is a lot of IPs are going on. I mean, the communication is going on, and I can see the source is almost occupying the details if you see here. So now let's do one thing. Let's go to the smart view monitor and add the SAM IP address for the suspicious activity monitoring, and add the SAM rule. So this SAM rule will drop the traffic coming out of this IP address 192.168.1.254. Rest of the things I'll be keeping as it is, and I'm just enforcing the things now. And now it's got added, and if I go back to the here, you will see the drops right away. So see the drop. So the question is, from my friend that who added this rule, he wanted to find out. So first thing what I want to do, I wanted to go to the logs and see the audit logs. So if I go to the new tab, there is something called audit logs, and here I can see the policy is got applied on the SG1 by the admin. And if I look into this a little bit more, it's just giving me the detail about the policy but not much more on this, so which is cool. Let me go a little bit deeper and see what else it's giving me. So admin install policy on gateway 1, the application. Okay, this is what I have received from this. Let's do one more thing here. Now let's go to the, I believe this option here. If I can add filter, or I want to add more column profile selection or column profile here, if I go to identity awareness, all blades are here. DLP, device, endpoint connection, endpoint firewall, files inside the locker, firewall, forensic, IPS. There's a lot. Let's see. HTTPS inspection, identity awareness, mobile access blade, network security. Okay, VPN, phishing. Okay, lots of options I can see here. Okay, so what I will do, let's try to put something like device and see what we are getting. So maybe it's added at the last. Okay, nothing much I can see here. Let's see if I can say manual selection, sorry, column for profile, more. Let me add something related to the SAM rule, so details we can see here. So let's go ahead and try with network security, or maybe the task, or there is something here which we can talk about, the monitoring blade, maybe say forensic. Let's see what it gives. Nothing much. Let's see what else we can put here. Files, nothing much. Let's see more. File inside the locker, firewall. Firewall is just giving me the details about the origin, which is okay. Let's see more. Compliance, what about the compliance? It's just giving me the compliance details. Okay. Let's see IPS. IPS is also okay, no issues there. Let's see more. Endpoint firewall, firewall forensic, anti-malware, audit. Let's see audit. Okay, awesome. So as you can see here, I can see the SAM rule is created. Create rule, access control rule. Okay, so this is the rule which I have added, so it's not something related to the SAM rule. Okay, and talking about yesterday's details, what about the today's details, what I did today? So I modified the access control rule, firewall application, install policy. uh, how I can say this is all about the sample authentication method, access control general standard. So nothing much I can see here. So here only I can see the objects added, but how I can come to know the SAM rule? What about this? Access control SAM rule performed on SAM rule. Performed on SAM rule. So let me do one thing now. Now I'm confused. So let's do one more thing here. Let's just go ahead, go to the monitor, and let's delete the SAM rule from here. So where is that rule? G1. Okay, let me go ahead and remove this rule. Okay, now I hope the policy, the logs will show the acceptance of this SAM rule. Okay, now it's accepting. So let's see the audit logs. What is the latest audit logs here? So he is right, we don't see anything here about the SAM rule. If I see the latest details, so it's only saying about the install the policies, but it's not giving me any hint about the SAM rule. If you see, so firewall application perform AG1 install policy, so that was the simple thing. It's nothing, not giving me anything about the SAM rule. So which is okay, we are not getting any details on the SAM rule. Now let's do one more time because I'm still confused. It should give me some details here, but if not, then where we can have those details? So let's add quickly one more SAM rule. Just give the IP address 192.168.1.1 sorry 254 enforce. So anything, it's tracking the details. Close, and let me go to the audit logs again and let me refresh now. So SAM rule is not visible here, that activity I have performed, and clearly from the logs I can see the drop, and here I can see the drop rule happening due to the SAM rule, and this is what the description is. It's not giving me who created the SAM rule. So basic question was that. So I don't see here the name of the creator. Basically it's giving me source, destination, traffic, policy drop, action, and Okay, so there is nothing much here we can deliver. Anyhow, if I want to copy these details somewhere, let's see what I can get out of it. Let me see here. Just copy pasting. Do I see anything like a username, login ID, family origin, firewall, policy date, policy name, type action, message information, IP address, protocol, decision port? Okay, so we don't see who created this. Now let's do one thing, guys. Let's try to do the SSH session to gateway, and from there with the message files, if we see this currently happening things. So see, 192.168.1.101 is my gateway. Let me log into my gateway. Let me just go to the expert mode. Sorry. So I just wanted to change a font, I mean the size of the font, so that you guys able to see it well. So let's make it 14, and this option which was selected, just I wanted to get rid of it. Let me clear it. Let me go to the location where log, and let's filter out the messages files. Today is 20, so this is very old message file. Today is 1st of this August, so this file is not the one which I wanted to check. So let's go for the message.1. Let's best do one thing. Let me see what are the messages files present here. So all message files, backup. I don't see a message file here. So CP view, backup, ELG. Okay, firewall dump d message. This is the file, and Gaia config file. There's only the message file present, and okay, so let's do that. I wanted to find related to SAM rule. Best what I will do, I will just find out the IP address 192.168.1.254. Okay, this IP is not present. 192.168.1.254. Okay, this IP is not present. SAM. Add user SAM, that is fine. That was I done. Okay. So these are the today's logs. So I don't see anything here. Basically it's just giving me the rest of the details. So let's see. Let me quit. Let me clear. Let me rerun this file one more time. I just want to start with the today's logs, so what I can see here. Okay, 24th August, 27 August, 29 August. Okay, the first. So here I don't see anything related to the SAM rule, which is fine. Now let's do this. Let me see if I can say the message file, and here if we see something related to the SAM rule. Okay, okay. Now let's find one file from root. The name of the file is SAM. Okay, give me 1 minute guys, just wanted to see the find command. It's not in top of my head, so let me open my reference guide for the commands. Okay, okay, let me clear up the screen. And the command is find from the root, and the name is sam.dat. Okay, we got the location, so let me try to reach here. Okay, change to this location and just try to see if I can see the sam.dat file. Okay, it's a binary file. If I see, okay, let's do this. If we can vi, okay, So the file is present in a binary format, and we need to know how we can convert that binary format to readable format, but I don't think so that will work here. So two things are clear: the management server. Now let's do this. Let's go to the management server, and from there to see if we can locate any changes. So let me go to the expert mode, and from here let's go to change directory to var log, and let's find out from the message file. So it's very old. Okay, so configuration change localhost by user admin by the service text. It's not giving me anywhere the changes happen over the SAM rule. So these are the all latest things for today. Update check, update running. Okay, so I don't see here also any details logged. So we have checked let's try something else here. If I can come and talk about the reporting part, if I can I don't know if there is any way to pull the activities what we have done so far. Let me just filter out these options what we have here, which is fine. So this is it giving me the suspicious activity rule. It was installed on this gateway, but it's not giving me anywhere that who did this. I don't have any way to pull that details out. The reporting part, smart view reporter. Let me see if what I can get from there. So if I go to the reporter, I need to activate that. So first let's go to the security management server and activate the reporting blade. Let's see with the reporting blade if we get the details. So here I don't know, reporting blade is at the gateway or it's maybe at the management server. Okay, so smart reporting, identity logging, compliance, workflow. Let's try to enable this. I think this is what for the reporting, but however we'll try other options also. And let me just install the database because it's changes happen on the management server only. So just install the database. And let's see if we can pull up the reporting option from the logs, because I don't see the reporting thing on the gateway side at all. Whew. Here I don't see anything for the reporting, I believe. Okay, so which is good. Let's go to the logs and monitoring, and here reports. Okay, no reports item. It will take time to correlate, I believe. If I go like this, okay, so I want reporting on smart detail user activity report. Yes. Okay, for now it's no activity here, but I believe detail user activity will help to see the things like what are the changes performed. I can't, because the data is not correlated yet, that's why we will not get the details. But however, I just wanted to have the format of it. So if I say what it's saying, checkpoint less than a minute. If I say export report, I know we will not get anything here because data is not present. 20, so basically I want all. Okay, application monitoring, and here basically keep all. So let's wait until the report is generated for last 24 hours, and I hope we will see something there regarding the user activities. Not sure how long it will take to generate a report. I can't wait that much time, but I believe something we will get out of this user activity reports. uh, because this report is something which supposed to deliver what are the user activities we performed. Right now I don't have any data because I just activated that. That's why it's not giving me up the data. Maybe later on, a day before, one day after, I will see something here. uh, I don't see the other things which I can think of. mm, in the view side, access control, if I get here anything related to the smart monitor, I don't see. Active users, access controls, application categories, audit overview. So it's basically saying about the sessions changes. If I talk about the today's changes, I can see two changes, and if I detailed it, so this is saying about the changes what I have done. Open source software, PDF, smart scrolls. Okay, that is fine. So nothing much we can get out of these reports. Highlights, policy sessions, rules created, modified. How about this? Access rule, which is surely we change the things. It's not showing anything like what are the changes I have gone through, what are the different things I have delivered. Mostly if I log into the smart view monitor, it should say give me those details. Audit logs, audit overview, access control, general overview. Just for next 5 minutes we will see these things. If we can see anything here, so this is fine. In general, new tab, why I'm going here. If I say new tab, okay, so audit overview, audit logs, general view, access control, Let's try this too now. So here also it's just saying about the changes, but whatever the sessions I have done, what is this, 13 changes. Let's see these changes. It's giving me the count. Okay, just giving me the count. Rules modified, access control rules, clean up rules, which is fine. Let's see this access control rules, if we get anything here. Okay. All right. This conclude a lot of things we have checked. The only thing we need to check that report where it's talking about the user activities. Maybe over there we will able to see the things. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you will also learn. I hope you have already learned here something. So please like, subscribe my channel, and see you in next video.